Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Yes, this is Ruth. You're going to be styled fabulous tonight. It's the Queen of Quiff. Do you like my quiff? I'm getting used to having it up and away from my forehead, and once you get used to it up and away, well, it takes me to new heights being only a little petite one, and I feel quite like it. I don't know about you, but knee skirts are particularly, can I say that word? Are particularly hard to wear. Yeah, they are. It's not that they're hard to wear. What happens is when you're older, start making you look frumpy. Yeah. And who wants to look frumpy? I mean, I don't. And this video today is all about some tips on how you can make a knee skirt look more trendy, flattering, and youthful. Also, if you can see in the background, I have some nice things to show you. Yes, we're still in summer. Autumn is only around the corner, and that means boot season. Who likes boots? Me. I love boots, and I love all kinds of boots. And VIVAIA have very kindly sent me several boots to style up, show you how to style them, and there's a few quirky things in the bag which you might be interested in seeing how they work with boots. Yeah, so if you watch on in the video, you'll get to see those. Right now, I want just to talk briefly about knee-length skirts. Now, this one is on my knees, at my knee, sorry. It's a Mumsy skirt, 100% silk. So why does it work with the flat shoes? First of all, these little ballet flats are Marks and Spencer's. You saw them before. What I find these are, because they're open and you see more of the foot, they elongate my short leg. You might be wondering what's with these capri tights. I love my capri tights. What it does for me is, instead of the skirt cutting me in two, I just pull them up so you get to see. It sort of just helps the look of the skirt, I feel, and my leg doesn't feel as naked. Now, it would be different if I was wearing a high heel with this skirt. It wouldn't look so bad with the bare leg and no tights. But whenever I have a flat shoe on, which I pretty much live in these days because they're just so comfortable, got knee issues, who doesn't want comfort, right? And I've got used to not teetering in high heels anymore. I used to teeter around work, for years and years and years in high heels all day long. I don't know how I did it, because now I can't do it at all. So the plan is, you can wear them like this if you've got high heels on, but I think it looks a little bit better if you have a little tight showing there, a little capri. I think that just makes it look very pretty. Now, I do want to show you the difference. You see the both. Let me check myself out in the mirror. And it's not bad, but I prefer it with the capris. You let me know what you think. And again, it works with these. Let me just show you though what the skirt would look like if I went for something a little bit more high-rise in the foot. And this is where you really can see that you have to be really careful about what you put with your skirts. Okay. So I've got a little bit less of my foot showing, top of my foot, and I think it just looks a little bit more, dare I say it, unflattering and frumpy. But what I'm saying is there's much more flattering shoes for a knee-length skirt than this. It's my go-to. It's espadrilles. If there's just something about tying a shoe up round the ankle, it elongates the leg. My leg has a little bit of lift now because these have a slight heel. That already starts lifting the leg length and making the look more flattering. Okay, so you can see my leg looks automatically 2 or 3 inches longer because it kind of is. The heel has lifted up my foot now and just looks a bit more flattering. It even makes my leg look slimmer. So yeah, your heel height is very important when it comes to wearing a shorter skirt. The same thing is jacket wise. Now I've got 2 different lengths of blazers here, and I wanted to show you the proportions first of all of this longer, more looser style blazer. This is a few years old from Alphabel. You can still get these jackets. They're very good. They're stretchy. They're lined. They're a good price point. So this is what I would say, just below the hips. I want to show you, when you're petite, sometimes it means you have to be more careful with the length of the jacket hem. And I do say this quite a lot, but that's what I find my biggest issue is finding the right hem length for the right skirt length. So if you've got a long dress on, I would tell you to go for a crop style blazer or jacket. Shorter style, I would tell you that usually balance out the proportions with the longer one. In this case, this is just sitting on my hips. This skirt isn't too wide, so it works quite well. Actually, it works more than quite well. It's very, very nice. Had this skirt been full, this would not have worked. It would have to have been shorter, because it's all about the proportions and getting the proportions right. And just have a look, glance in the mirror, and if you are doubting it, take a photograph, because sometimes it's only when we look back at photographs that we see the whole outline and we know if the aesthetic looks well. Okay, so we've done a little bit of styling of the skirt. Let's show you my first set of boots, because they will go with this skirt and this outfit, and they will be brilliant for coming into autumn. And then I'll show you how we're going to be getting them, styling them as it gets a little bit cooler. Look at these, look at that beautiful block heel. Isn't that unusual? I love the red sole. It gives it a real designer look. And if you come in close, you can see that the stitching is red too. As you can see, the Regina Pros are fully water repellent. A sock type boot is so flattering, especially if you like to wear like an ankle grazer jean or trouser, or a crop trouser, a mid-length skirt, a maxi skirt. I'm going to try these today with this skirt and see what it looks like. And you can hold on to the back label and your foot slides easily into it. And look, very stretchy, so it'll fit a wider calf. VIVAIA engineer and design their shoes so they will not give you any foot problems. I've got a bit of a wide foot now. The VIVAIAs are super comfortable. I have wore their similar boot to these all around Belfast, full day, 10,000 steps, absolutely no problem at all. And that's what I love. So you can go out for a day, you're feeling dressy, but you're also feeling comfortable. And that's what it's all about. Now, I do have to say that in the bare leg look with this skirt, that's cutting my leg off. So I'm going to pull down my tights so there's just a little gap between my boots and my tights. Now, isn't that much nicer? Now, you might want to use a black tight if that's your preference. I like the pop of colour. You know me, I always like the pop of colour. And can I just say, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel and you're watching and you're liking what you're seeing, I would love if you'd hit the subscribe button. The more the merrier. And do drop a comment below. Let's get this conversation going. Have you tried VIVAIAs before? I'm just going to try this little check jacket just to see for colour coordination. Now, it's not right with the skirt, but I just wanted you to see how it looks. I want to pop my tights right into my shoes now, because I'm not sure I like the gap. I'll know better whenever I look at back, but because I think I'll be wearing tights with it, so I'm just going to pull them down as if they were tights. Let's check. Yes, that's better. Just not having that gap there is much better on my short leg length. So we've got that. And then I've got this pink blazer. I've got a mishmash of colours here, but you know what? Don't be afraid to mix your colours, because somehow when you put everything together and you bring in your accessories and your handbag and that, it all can work very well. Bag, just to match the red bit in the boots, and there's little bits of red in the tights, of course, and the bits of red in the skirt. And then we've got my pink jacket. But there's a game changer for these bits, and that's what's in that one of those bags there. Shall I show you? So VIVAIA are very clever, and they came up with these cuff ideas that you put over your boots, and it makes your boots look as if they're knee length. So there's a nice buckle detail here, and it seems pretty simple. It's a good idea, it's a good design, given the right way up. Just a false buckle. Let's see how this works now with just putting it over the boot. So can you see right away? This bit here has got a bit of stretch in it, and it just sits like a cuff over the boots. How trendy is that? Really, really trendy. Now I've got quite a narrow calf, so there's about 2 inches to spare, but I actually really like the aesthetic of the wider boot because, can you see, got the square toe and the little buckle here, the little bit of red at the heel which just pops and goes, of course, with my red tights. I really like it. Isn't that so cute? That's such a lovely look. Let's go back to the bag again. I just brought out one scarf, and I have several scarves, as you know, but this I'm taking on a different tone entirely, but I just wanted to show you how it would look with the scarf. We're ready for winter. Oh, now that really comes into its own, doesn't it? All I would say is maybe a nice fedora now, or berry. And I feel this is very funky. I'm very pleased with how it looks. I've always loved the scarf anyway. I think it just adds something to look. And these cuffed boots, they're cool. But there's one more thing you can do if you're finding your boot a little bit wide. And what else they sent me was these leg warmers. So these are like leg warmers. And that would be another thing you could wear. Now I am maybe going to use the contrast. They did give me 3 different colours. So I've got an off-white pair, I've got the brown, a black pair. I think looking at this outfit, let's see, mirror to the rescue. I'm just going to try the black, and then whenever I restyle these boots, then I'll change into some of the other colours to let you see them. Can you see? It brings them up a little bit taller, so it's a bit more near my knee. Added layer, which makes this seem less wide. What a cool look! 1 pair of boots, 2 looks, maybe 3 looks if you think about the leg warmers. Now this is also a VIVAIA bag. Nice roomy sort of tote. Just like the colours with it, especially just because I'm wearing the pinks and the reds and the blacks. There's a lot going on here, but you know what? It really looks wow. Let me know what you think. Leg warmers on, coloured tights, the cuff, a pair of knee-length boots. Love it. So I've just pulled them up over the knee there, and I really like that look. Now, that's funky as well. Honestly, the options with this is just fabulous. So yeah, I'm happy. And the boots, of course, they're all cushioned and comfortable and wonderful. There's arch support. They're easy to slip into. You just have to hold on to the back tab and sort it. So are we getting a thumbs up? I hope so. I'm really liking this cinnamon with the pink. I wouldn't have actually thought of pairing it with that. So just shows you need to try out different colours together. But just before I change out of the boots, the black ones, I just want to show you the leg warmers with the ankle boots on their own. Now, I've done 2 different looks here. It just shows you can make them into a 3/4 length boot, i.e. this. or you can make them into an over the knee boot, i.e. this. And there still is ruche in here. These are very ruched. I think how you can have them any length you want, and they just look like they're a pair of boots. I mean, are we talking now 4 different styles? I changed into the red blazer just because it went with a little pop of red in my tights again. Just for a change of look, to let you see how versatile things were. And you can see what's coming next, can't you? I've got this boot here, and this is an entirely different look. This boot, these boots are all as light as feathers, and I love a chunky boot. So I'll talk to you about that in a few minutes. But look at that. So I just pull them both up to do the over knee with a little bit of ruching. So that makes my legs look very long looking. And think how warm you would be in winter time. I'm just lucky tonight that it's quite a mild night, so I'm not sweltered in the summertime wearing boots. But that lets you see how them like that. And then let's push them both down so you see the red in my tights. A little bit of contrast. And I'll try not to do a bit of Nora Body because these tights are starting to crease a little bit without pulling at them up and down, up and down. Yes, definitely give Nora Body a run for her money tonight. Let's just ruche them nice and neatly. Get them both, make sure they're both the same length on my leg. Obviously, I don't want my 2 legs to look different. And let's just go for a red bag. My outfits tonight are a mix of pre-loved, shop from my wardrobe and my bags, Nephilim, and also the VIVAIA bag, which they very kindly gave me last Christmas because we had collaborated quite a while, and it has my name on it. You can see it. I was thrilled about that. I love the size of it, and it's just a lightweight bag as well. So guys, right, enough on these fabulous bits, although I really don't want to take them off. But it's time to style up and talk about these amazing boots. I've changed my clothes, you might have spotted that. Says you, of course we did. I'll show you that in a minute. But it's because of these boots. These are the VIVAIA Everly. These are lightweight. They are round-toed. Can't see, but they are really cushioned. They have got a great stretch, double stretch. They are water repellent. And the sole has been made to withstand lots of activity and walking. Absolutely love these. Love the colour. They come in lots of different colours, but this beautiful camel colour is going to look so good for winter. Aren't they beautiful? Right, you know I'm going to have to try them on. And they've given me these leg warmers. And I'm going to try them on first of all without the leg warmers, and then I'm going to see what the different colours look like. You might remember this little jumpsuit from when I was over with Joe. I picked this up. It's an F&F jumpsuit. I've just got my VIVAIA Clios on. I have a video about these. I wear these a lot because they're so comfortable. Love these little sandals, but that's not what this video is about today. The video is about the boots. These are the kind of boots, if you've got issues bending over, you struggle to put on your shoes, you can basically slip into these. And I'm going to just show you now. Slip in, hold on, and go. Hold on the tab, and look at that. Look how well they look with that little jumpsuit rolled up just that little bit. I would say to you, whatever your trouser length, have it coming just to the top of your boots. That's the ideal way. So there's no puckering. You could even roll them up one more bit, and that would look really good. Let's just finalize this look. I'm going to put on some bling pearls. Copper color belt. goes really nicely. Just keeping everything very monochrome for that elongated look. And then I'm going to pop on a blazer, and I'm going to pop on my little check blazer from last night, because the colours in the blazer look really nice with both the jumpsuit and the boots. And then a little pop of colour with this Alice Neffely bag. Right, isn't that a gorgeous autumnal look? Really like it. This is such a comfortable boot. I have plenty of room. My foot's wide. I have plenty of room in them. But I would say they're stretching. So if you're narrow-footed, they will fit you as well. But just the beauty of it is, because there's a bit of stretch in them, makes them very comfortable. There's great arch support. They are lovely and cushioned. Definitely a very, very comfortable boot. You could wear these anywhere. I feel like skipping about. They are so nice. I love that look. Right, let's try the leg warmers on. We'll see what they look like. Right, guys. Well, I tried the leg warmers over the boiler suit. It was a no-no. There was just too much fabric, probably because I've got a short leg. If you have a longer leg, it might work if you like that sort of 80s vibe. I decided to change into something completely different, and that was to go with a short length dress, some tights, and voila, we have got our winner. Now this look is just funky, it's fabulous. This little pre-love dress, it's short. I've put on a little belt to define my waist. The long line jacket sort of disguises it. I've got a thick pair of tights here. I could equally wear leggings. I have pulled the leg warmers so they're just over my knee, and I have put them out at the bottom, just out over the top of the boot, and it looks like a really seamless look. Do you agree? That's showing you the boots with the brown. Now I'm going to style them up to show you the boots with the cream version. Voila! I have styled the cream leggings. You're going to love them. There's two ways to do it. And I've popped on this little summer dress. The cream leg warmers, the blazer, match made in heaven, along with the pink. And then I just kept the same little bag. I really like them pulled down over the boots to nearly the bottom of the heel, or to the back of the heel. So that's that look. And then just a few swift movements, pulling them up to the top and up over my knee. And ruching them a little bit. And we've got that over the knee sock boot. Look, sock boot, if I could say the word. So yeah, I'm petite, just to let you know. Yes, I am vertically challenged, but I always have a way to dress myself that doesn't make me look short, in my opinion. Just give you a little twirl. These are the Everlay VIVAIAs you've been seeing today with the leg warmers. You saw them with the brown, you saw them on their own. They are utterly fantastic. Now I have two more pairs of shoes to show you, but I'm going to come back tomorrow with the other two pairs. I'm not even going to give you a sneak preview. I just want to whet your appetite for two pairs of shoes, not boots, shoes that will do from now right through to autumn, winter, which is fab. So can't wait to show you those. Thank you for watching. As always, I will tell you, be your own kind of fabulous. Thank you, VIVAIA, for letting me share these beautiful products. I love them, and you will love them too. And I will leave the description, the links below for these amazing boots. They might be pricey, but they are super comfortable, and you will wear them and wear them and wear them. Cost per wear then is the main thing. Thanks guys for watching. Look out for tomorrow night's video. You take care. God bless.